Alrighty, super exciting day. We are about to start cutting the Defender Fitout. I've been designing this thing for months now, and I'm so excited to be able to test it and trial it on my Defender. I've ordered some really cool colors for the ply that I think is going to look really good inside the truck. So I'm going to back it into the shop now and I'm going to start stripping everything out in the back. Let's get stuck into it. Alrighty, so currently we've just got the front runner little platform essentially in the back. Seats are coming out and we're building right up to behind those seats. We've got a kitchen across here, return seat, bench seat through here, storage all along the front, storage under here as well, and then this will slide out to be a bed platform as well. I'm so excited to get this in. Let's get it. Alright, main drawer is out. As you can see here, there was a little water tank in behind at the back, so I'm going to pull the rest of that out. This was all glued down, I believe, so I've got to have a look at, oh no, I screwed a couple of screws in there. I'll pull all that out, pull this side out, then we will tank out, get the seats out, have a look if I need to do any tidying up or any more sound deadening, start putting together the kit, getting it in. Alright, so that was a mission. Like this black stuff in here is so sticky, the butyl or whatever's on the backing and sound deadening. It was all over me boots. Just from working now. It's everywhere. Oh man. Alright, the back's pretty good. I'll get foil tape on that, the aluminium foil tape to cover those edges, just to stop this from getting any worse. Still gotta get that little panel out there. I'm gonna get these seats out now. Let's get into it. I get these seat bolts out now. These are the factory anchors for the seat belts which go through, so I'm gonna pull them out. I'll probably just put the bolts back in the floor for now. And I'll see if because I've got a false floor that goes all the way through here. I might be able to utilize those holes again to mount that false floor through it, and then obviously less holes better. So if I can reutilize them, I will definitely do that. See how it goes. The CNC machine is already cutting. Sneak peek at the colors we're doing. So we've got this really nice green, which is going to be the face color of everything, and then this natural beige color, which you can see on the CNCs. That's going to be all the inner drawers, or some parts where it doesn't have to be green, but it's still a really nice finish.
So that's a wrap for day one on our Defender build. As you can see here, the CNC machine is starting to cut some of the reed green panels. which are the face finishes. And Ilya is starting to assemble some cabinetry, the sofa area of the Defender, so we can get that in and test fit that. So let's get back at it for day 2. First thing up for the morning in day 2, we're going to get this false floor in. So we're just making sure that it's level, marking out the holes there for that false floor. Direct hit, lad. I don't know if you can see that. Straight through, lines up. Another direct hit. So, we have run into a small issue that it's all just too tight. This is the whole point of R&D. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board, and pretty much this unit here needs to stay that depth because of the fridge. But I think this seat and this kitchen need to shrink up so we get more space at the front. The seats need to be able to be maxed back, be able to recline. There's not enough space in the Defenders as it is. We are just coming up with ideas now to try and make it work with what we've already cut, what we can alter to make it suit, and then we can make those adjustments back to our actual file.
All right. So we know we've got to take pretty much to make it work, because I have already spent good money on this nice, beautiful ply. Take 40 mil out of this, we're going to take 40 mil out of that, because essentially that whole unit needs to come this way 80 mil, which still gives us 1850 overall. 1850 overall, still plenty big enough for a sofa bed downstairs. As we adjusted that all yesterday, need to make a few more tweaks still, but the length is really good now. Happy with where the kitchen's sitting. It's all looking good. I'm just gonna have a little muck around with the fridge. But yeah, so the really cool thing about the Dometic is you can take the whole compressor off from the back, which shortens the unit up. You can mount it to either side. That's one of the main reasons I chose the Dometic CD30 for this one, and still fit that fridge dead center of the Defender. In other models, we will have upright versions, or like a chest fridge freezer can sit on this area and slide out that door, or you can sit it sort of in that corner, still have the sofa bed, and then just access that without having that cupboard there is where your fridge will be, and still have storage underneath. So there'll be a couple of different variants with that. So mark those holes. Gonna up my drill bit to the next size. Final hole. Lovely. That'll be that. Little latch into there. Thanks for coming. Assuming I do need little stoppers in the corners though. Little corner, like a little corner brace just to stop it. Little corner piece. Stop that from over rotating. So that just stays nice and flush, and then that latch will do its thing, and a nice bit of storage in there too. Hey, like that's pretty cool. I had this little bit of flat alley hanging around, black alley, so I'm going to cut that up, put that into the corners, and just see how that works. That's it. Bang. No rattle whatsoever. Pushing that, nothing. Pop. Love that. Alrighty, we are back at it. We've made some more alterations. We are building, this is cabinetry is going in behind the passenger seat. A couple little access doors there. Bottom section that will be open for storage. Might put some electrical equipment in here.
And essentially that is going across this section there. Little Dometic drawer fridge, which opens up nicely there. But for future ones, this is going to be 40 mil bigger, just because why not? And then we'll have some holes and stuff in there for the fridge to breathe properly. That's the type of screw you want to see. A nice little bronzy on the reed green actually looks mad. So those little details there all bring it to life. Stoked with how that looks. Now that one is in, I'm going to set up these door hinges on these 1, 2, and 3. We'll get these latches set up. Here, Ilya is just working on the overhead storage piece, which just sits above the kitchen area and runs over the storage cupboard. Nice bit of extra storage in there for sure. Alrighty, good morning. We have pulled everything back out of the Defender. This whole cabinetry getting pulled out. We're going to mount the floor back in properly, put some vinyl floor down, and then we're going to put it all back together and get it all back in. Now that the floor, I used the original nutserts. There was some down here from the old box that was in here before. So I lined them up, pre-drilled them, countersunk them, a couple of 6mm bolts into there, using the factory seat bolt holes up there. And then when I put our cabinetry in, fix it all together, the other one will be screwed to that, which will also be connected to this. So it's all going to be held in together. So now I'm ready for some flooring. We've chosen a vinyl floor for durability. It's waterproof and it really just looks good. Adds a nice a timber finish to the Defender. So really happy with how that turned out. Flooring finito. Looks sick. Bit of sticker for the angle. Putting just trims, angle trims on all 3 edges. This TRX stuff always works a treat. Gonna make sure we push that in. Make sure it gets a good grab there. A nice tidy finish. Same on this side, and I'll just do that side. Carpet is going, well, I put it on, just in around there, a little bit across here, a little bit on this entry piece in here. So when that cabinetry goes into it, you just see a bit of a clean finish. Putting the drawer runners together now, getting ready to piece it all back together. That bit of ply gave me a black eye. Believe it or not, it actually smoked me. That's when that ply hit me in the head. flaming battle scars. Oos. Alrighty, look at that. We are all in, screwed down. We're gonna cut our bench top for on here. All fixed in. That has come up mint. Have a little top to come on this. Keep this all filled in. I cannot wait to get this thing powered up and get all the electricals in hopefully next week. Now we're just getting a stain on our timber bench top. So we'll hit this once, let it dry off, and then give it another lacquer. Ilya is now just screwing it down, taking the drawers out, chucking a couple of screws in from the underside to fix this in position.
Very nice, man.
Hey.
Welcome to the humble abode.
You already know, we're testing it out. Straight away, straight in the workshop. Where's the cold beers at? Oh. Here come back. Love to see it. 200 amp hour custom lithium battery. Fit for purpose. That's going to come up mint. That's your 2000 watt inverter. Then we've got the 40 amp hour DC-DC charger paired up with the Egan single DC hub up the top there. And then we've got all our ducting, which is super tidy in and around all that. It's coming together really good, so stay tuned for the final product. Look at that, how neat and tidy has that come to? And the best part is just fold the seat back and you can access everything so easily. Okay, so that's a wrap for this video. We're all finished with the Defender build. We have a new video coming out shortly that's a complete walkthrough of this finished product. We'll have that up on the website too, ready for anyone to go and purchase a kit. It's all available as a flat pack. You can have it pre-assembled if you'd like, or you're always more than welcome to come into the workshop and we can remove seats and fit the whole thing for you, including electrics and any other accessories and bits and pieces that you want on your Defender. So check out the new video when it's live, and we'd love to hear your comments and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.